7th place. So good stuff to Toast. And that was right. And Youngling did get buffed 2 patches ago. So definitely a character that is very threatful in the meta. But it just feels like Younglink's combo game is very tight. So it's very, in my opinion, a very difficult character to play.
On Wi-Fi, like his projectile, like his range combat gets a little bit better just because, dealing with projectiles on Wi-Fi is a little tougher. But like you said, Charles, and I completely agree, the windows to execute are just tougher. Oh boy. How do you beat up B with Younglink? Oh, you're up B? All right, that makes sense. I think the math checks out there.
Yeah.
Skittles and Colinies, man, and they're both rocking the Youngling. Smashville, close quarters is going to be a big thing. I think controlling and moving around the platform is going to be big too.
And Colinies is not a coward. So he came in with the Youngling cosplay, and he's Youngling game 1. You don't have to commit the whole set. As long as game 1, you're coming in with the Youngling.
Okay. Looks like, so early on, very, very basic understanding of this gameplay. I don't play Youngling. I haven't watched Ditto, I don't think, ever. But it looks like Arrow is one of the go-tos. If you think they're going to boomerang, because there's a little bit of startup time, shoot a lob an arrow right at his feet and just try to pick him off, get a little bit of damage, and it's going to be kind of like this weird RPS of things. Like, it looks like Arrow just kind of straight up beats Boomerang, honestly. Like, Arrow looks really, really strong in this matchup. Look at that.
It has less lag, too. So it's less of a commitment. You cancel out the Boomerang. They're more in lag. This Smashville platform is such a key part for any projectile character, especially Youngling. You're going to have a lot of veer-reverse options when you run off the platform, off the left or the right side. You can veer-reverse the Boomerang or the Arrow. A lot of threats there because there's a lot of conversion off of like an approaching Boomerang like that.
Bomb dropping away here. Colinies at the ledge. Nice job. Ooh, look at all these bombs set up here from Skittles, just littering the ground. It's looking like a minefield, man. How do you navigate around this? Colinies still living here, though.
Yeah, and even though you've seen all those Twitter clips of Youngling, killing people at 40 or 50%, does that usually happen in tournament play? Sometimes, but it can be a little rough for Youngling to seal out these stocks. They did buff.
They didn't say, they're off stage.
Wow.
Colinies, yep. Colinies living to 179. Just showing, I think that's saying a lot about the matchup, like, and how little they're kind of interacting with each other at these KO percentages. Look at that Nair just eating everything up. I think if they both didn't already know that, I think all of us just learned that one at the same time. Double Nair there, soft hit low. Oh, wow. Oh, he teleported right into that stage and then all the way down. Nice job there. Colinies dropping the first stock, but well played by Skittles, and I think Colinies is going to fire right back here. Yes, sir.
Yep, the fire arrow, the approaching fire arrow, definitely going to net into the stock right there, the up key. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Youngling can do a short hop rising Nair, and before Youngling hits the ground, you can do a double jump rising Nair. Like, before you even hit the ground. Like, that's how fast that move is. Really strong. Usually, that's going to be the go-to option to get the stock. It's just like a hard-hitting Nair right by the edge. That's how most Younglings do it. A lot of neutral keys, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep, okay. Fire. Well, here's the thing is, in Link's games, there's a limited amount of arrows that you have. You can throw as many boomerangs as you want. Bombs, too. You should be limited. You know what I mean? That should be it.
Right.
However, that is obviously not going to be the case here.
In the world of Smash Brothers, there are no limits.
Sakurai's kind of, his poetic license that he has with these characters, he might have gone too far with this one, but I see a lot of fire arrows here. Off stage, gonna have to recover. Youngling gets
barely avoiding the bomb there. Dash attack is another kind of late game KO, 150-ish or so. Dash attack will also do the trick. Up smash too, but all these things we're mentioning, they're options when you get a full kind of deal, and they're doing a really good job of staying away from each other, playing a safe projectile game. All these actually coming in and the downer off that check base is very, very nice.
Yeah, Colinies did a great job responding there in the second stock. We're seeing up B. Dude, it does 35 at 0. How insane is that? 35 up and up, a grounded up B. Smash gonna be with. Oh boy, the Colinies really taking off with this lead here now.
Yeah, Skittles. The up catch is Colinies. Oh, the taste of Colinies. That's so funny. Yeah, really good stuff. Everything's very close to 5%. I mean, like combo game, even like a stray arrow or the up B combos. Very, very solid damage out here.
Okay, forward air.
Wow. Here, and that's probably Youngling's biggest weakness. I don't know how much you can abuse it as another youngling. Like, kind of like bomb setups by the ledge.
Dude, I love
Up down there is so powerful.
Colonies with a good chance here to close out the game. Looking for a pivot grab. I think that might have been a missing point. I think he wanted a regular grab, but either way, he's in a good spot here. Skittle trying.
It's like that situation where you're next to somebody, same frame jab, and you keep jabbing each other. That was like literally that, but in
but with arrows. Dude,
yeah.
if Young like idles, like if he just stands there with his shield, will he block the fire arrow?
I know Youngling Shield is not as good as the other shields. Oh man, look at this. Colonies with the forward tilt. This is IRL forward tilt. This is exactly how he ended the first game. With this exact pose, got ready to go for it, got the forward tilt, ended the game. Colonies.
They should gentlemen's to play 50 HP stocks, fire arrows only for 3 stocks. FD.
Fire only final destination. Yes.
That's what they should do. Fire arrow only FD. You can jump, but that's it. No shielding. No shielding either. No shielding either.
Now, some people might say Skittles is, spamming. I wouldn't take it that far. He only did 4 or 5 in a row, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to do 15 before it's spamming. Come on, chat.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. That's the golden rule.
We have standards out here, okay?
That was tactical zoning, and it was working. Honestly, like if it's working, I'll never blame anybody if it's working.
Oh,
it's not that one clip where was it Sonic's? Is that the Sonic where the Palu was? You went off on this one where the Palu was it the Palu who was camping? When she was
Palu definitely wasn't camping. That was
camping. Oh, okay. I see.
I mean, he brought it back. I mean, good stuff to him. He brought it back and won that game. Obviously, if you can exploit something like a weakness of your opponent, and there's a lot of people that their weakness is if they have a lead, they don't camp. And I understand like you don't want to like time someone out camp, but you definitely shouldn't just like throw yourself into somebody if you're 3 stocks to 1. I'm just saying. Just a little tip for you. Just don't do that.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if you hear that in the background. My girlfriend keeps opening the door and poking. First, it was the dog's head. She opened the door and just put the dog, like stuck him. And so I looked over and it was just the dog. I heard the door open and then it's just the dog's head, which was great. And she did it again.
Dog head at human level?
Yes, exactly. Like at where her arms are. And then she did it with the cat the next time I looked over. So I don't know what's going to come to the door. I don't know what it is. Stop opening the door.
You never know.
Like Ditto's on hot. The young like Ditto's are on. You gotta watch these fire arrows. I can't keep looking at these animals.
But anyway, they started off the first game really strong. Looks like Colonies is the one in the driver's seat of this game. Number 2 on the platform. Looks like PS2 is the pick. I honestly don't know what Page's youngest is like. Oh, he got the cross up on both the up B and the up air there. So it's low-key kind of random. So if you're dying against younglings up B, you have to be frustrated. And you're pinging back and forth, so it's literally like and then after that, if the DI long,
I appreciate Colonies trying to mix up their shore hop and do the arrow, but it's kind of like you tried to do the big brain option when really mashing was this, like being the caveman was the smarter thing there. You know what I mean? Like
you have to leave. Just keep going. I mean, technically, if you guys mash for 6 minutes and 50 seconds, you win, right?
Yeah. I mean, Colonies has nothing to lose by doing that. Convert their double arrow into forward air, tight stuff there for Skittle, bring this one back, 2 stock therapies. I'll watch these guys hit their conversions too, because there's so many different mixes you can do after you hit an arrow at that mid to close range. It's just insane.
It's really tough. It's I mean, it's like kind of comparative to like Smash Veil, where like you're comboing, but there's no guaranteed streams. It's just like, oh, like I get this hit, I react to like whatever SDI or SDI and kind of there, right? And a lot of youngling combo trees are like that, like which bears DIing all these hits, and that's where a lot of the double arrows. Oh, yeah, out there he has the up. Oh man. Yeah, wow. 117 for a KO is actually pretty early for Young Link. Like I said, usually the skill's a little later.
Well, I think Young Link just plays around his own win conditions pretty well. You know what I mean? Like he's not approaching too much. Like you have to. Mostly we're seeing like the arrow conversions kind of leading to KOs or situations that lead to KOs. So hitting like an up smash like that or even the down smash colony, it's pretty hard in this matchup. So down air up there. Yep, big damage. This is the reverse to game one because game one, Colonies was down big time and then responded and took it away. And we're seeing the same thing with Skittles here, how he took that second stock away. Down tilt, waiting it out, forward air. Very nice job by Colonies, catching him out. Back close to the blast zone with that much damage, he's definitely going to get KO. Nice job there. Colonies bringing them back, trying to take this one down 2-0 in terms of games. However, not done yet.
Yeah, and that was just finally Colonies pulling the trigger on him because you know, a lot of these fire arrows, you don't combo with strength, they give you like and Colonies finally put the trigger on the air dodge off the got the forward air, brought it back to leading, but he still got a really big
Around the bend here,
Colonies has strength now though. That's the scary thing. Any college conversion at this percentage, maybe another hit, base setup. Would be the trick here. You feel like boomerang or fire arrows in the up. Trick. Hey. Is he dead? Oh, so barely surviving here. This is so good.
What a bomb. That was a great way to cover the hook shot recovery. However, still hanging on there. Skittles hanging out for dear life. He's able to air dodge out there too. Not getting caught quite yet. Colonies, he's had a couple times here where he could finish him off, but his Skittles going to get the better end of this match. We're going to see here Colonies on the ledge. Skittles threatening with several nairs. Another one too. Why not? Sure, keep throwing it out. Nair button.
These are the best parts about games. When like they're both so close to dying, you know, and it really just comes down to who's able to sink the last killing.
Oh, that's going to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Fire arrow again. That mid to close. Quick the draw there. Yep.
Oh my god.
Cares in the background. 2 games lined up and taken by these young man Colonies. Dude, he did great too because he had to have comeback victories twice in a row. Skittles took the first stock first game, and then the second game he was ahead coming around the bend into the last stock. So very nice shot by Colonies, man. Just showing how he's able to hit these conversions at a mid range and kind of dominate the projectile warfare from that distance too. He just did great, man. Both the guys had great recoveries throughout the set. I don't think we saw too many crazy offstage plays from one or the other. But let's get into the Red Bull replays here, Chuck.
Oh, Colonies tried to break, but he gets punished every time for breaking the cycle. I believe every time Colonies tried to break the cycle, he got punished.
Just keep mashing, dude. That's the answer. I mean, that's just crazy. Better neutral there between two projectile, the same projectile, literally the same exact frame data. So you can't even complain about it. Like it just is what it is. So nice job by Colonies taking that one down 2-0. Very well played by him. He's going to stay in winners here at GOML Online. Got to give a big shout out here to Red Bulls and Juke.gg, man. They're really helping, prop up the event. So let me pull up the copy here. Hold on. Go ahead, Chuck. Give me a second. I'll do the ad read, but I just need a second.
I just have to, dude. Production got me shook, bro. Because it's just funny because Colonies will take the stock, and production was so on point of putting the Colonies picture. And the funny part is Colonies is he's cosplayed as Young Link, but he's got that serious look, right? So he's got that serious look. He's got the sword up, and he's just looking at you. And it's just